Hi everybody, Ken Krushka. That is snow on the ground and it's April 19th. You know, I like manual typewriters and I like my grill with charcoal, but how do you enjoy a charcoal grill in snow? That's the kind of weather I'm playing with, which is also why, of course, I'm not sitting outside doing any typing. Because I don't want to sit in the snow and type, although it would make a heck of a picture. But I would love to get out there and enjoy my new Royal Arrow. And I haven't done nothing with it. I just took it out of its case. Well, unboxed it, of course. That's what all this styrofoam on here is. Case is pretty simple. You know, 4 latches, real tight. They need oil and everything. I got this old parts typewriter here, which is not the same, but I needed a right-hand platen knob screw, so I just popped that in. I just took it off of that old Royal P or whatever the hell that is, just so I could have a second screw in the platen knob. You know, I'll just use parts that I can. You know, if it's a screw here and there, so be it. But the thing that's bothering me is this letter G kind of not laying flat. So in looking at this, you know, and I'm a writer. I write, and I've been trying new things out on the internet. I found out that if I set up a piece of writing on my music stand, and it's in pica font, I'm okay. But if it's an elite font, I can't read it once I'm behind the camera. And let's see if I can show you here what I want to show you now. So here you have these connectors, you know, those C-link type things. So if we push G, let me come on this side a little bit. You can see maybe that's kind of out of shape. Can you see how instead of it being a straight, it's kind of like bent? We're going to try and just straighten that and see if that doesn't bring down the letter C. I'm sorry, the letter G by just straightening that. Somebody must have jammed up the key. Come on, you sucker. Come on. I'm just going to try and get it as good as... Yep, there. That's straight. Now, if we're lucky, I shouldn't have to do much more. Look at that. Look at that. She's down and perfect. So your problem is not always going to be when you got an up letter. Sure, I'm going to try and mimic something. So if you got one standing up like that, it's not always going to be an adjustment with that long connector down under there. Sometimes it's just the stupid connector, you know, that C-link thing, just being that somebody might have jammed a key when it didn't move or something, and it bends that out, and so you just got to straighten it back up. Problem solved, man. This thing's going to be a cool little thing. I mean, everything works for most part. I've been playing with ordering different kinds of string. Now, there's some things I wrote down for notes here, but one of the things I got here, and I haven't even opened it, it just showed up through Amazon, is 50-pound, 500 feet of kite string. And this stuff, a guy on the internet, I'm in both the Antique Typewriter Collectors Group and the Antique Typewriter Maintenance Group. I wish I had mentioned all this stuff, so now I got to rattle off things off my head here. But this stuff, being 50-pound break strength, would make great drawband material. In that Smith Corona, that 1950 or 49 one, the drawband broke on me. I'm sorry, it didn't break. Let me get it out quick. It was all hard, and I'll show you. It didn't break. It just didn't coil back up on the mainspring. So I replaced it with a used drawband out of. I had an old Royal Parade. So I'm using a 1960s Royal Parade drawband in that, and it got me thinking about different drawband materials. Another guy in one of these collector groups said I could use, he's got parachute cord, and I ordered some of that. It hasn't shown up yet, but I'll be able to take 7 good strands of string out of that parachute cord, and I'll give that a try. And then, of course, I've also got, you know, actual old, like, drawband string, too. So, but I wanted to try some other options out other than fishing lines. And, you know, this being these tombstone keys, let me show you this quick. So this is, I just put this in here, so it's not dry yet, that little rubber tip. This is the Royal Tombstone key remover. I thought it would be cool maybe to do these up in red. Let's see if I can press this. I bought, for $10, I bought a whole set of, there. So they're a glass faced thing, right? Can you see that? It's in there. It's a glass face, the chrome, and then you've got this letter. Come on. It's getting all in the glue now. That's what I get for not waiting. So this letter here, that shape is not your standard round. You see how it's that tombstone shape. Here, I got a pin. And I thought it would be cool maybe to get all these out. So for $10 I got a whole set of these tombstone shapes, and I thought it would be cool just to set them all out and at least make a page copy that people could copy this shape, because the round circular ones aren't the same and they're no good for this, and I couldn't find anything out there to just print out. So I may end up doing that with this set that I got. They're all rusty, but it's more about the shape, you know. So I'll play with that. Some other things I just wanted to cover real quick are, I've told you about the Antique Typewriter Collectors Group. I've told you about the Antique Typewriter Maintenance Group. The used drawstring, key inlay replica, style of typewriter. Oh, the state of typewriter sales. I'm trying to sell 4 typewriters right now. I got them on Craigslist. $250, but being winter here in Wisconsin, they're not selling. So all that stuff about people jacking up prices and all that other stuff, you know, I don't buy it. I just think it's the state of sales, because these aren't overpriced, and they all work. You know, this one could use a little adjustment, that one could, so forth, but the price is reasonable. This is that Underwood QDL, which stands for Quiet Deluxe, if you didn't know what a QDL was, and this is a Smith Corona clipper. But I had ordered a platen, because I got one in the shop getting recovered in leather at the cobbler's bench out here for $21. I'm getting one recovered in leather, and I got this used one. I just threw it on here. Well, through shipping, the USPS, United States Postal Service, opened up the box. It was actually a tube, like a poster comes in, and that platen knob on that side was intact when the seller sold it. I'm not going to scold the eBay seller. They don't even know this story. But not only did that side show up, the little tit thing that did show up, this, broken, but all the pieces weren't even in the tube. So when the United States Postal Service opened it up and did their inspecting, they broke that platen knob, did not put the broken parts back in, and that's what happens. You know, I don't think it's always that the eBay seller or the wherever you buy from seller, it's not that they don't know how to package stuff. I think it's that, you know, stuff gets opened up after you buy it, and like the United States Postal Service, and they don't repackage it correctly, and by the time you get it, something's smashed or ruined, and it's not the seller's fault. It's just, that's what I'm saying. So, okay, I think I've kind of like rattled off everything I wanted to today. So the only other thing I'm going to show you, I guess, is what I take with me, you know, because I write all sorts of stuff. But this is kind of like my portable typewriter, even though it's not a typewriter. This is a portable everything. You know, it's got a calculator, my pens, I've got both my dictionary, my Webster's dictionary, and I got a rhyming dictionary as well, because I write poetry for the most part, okay? And I got all sorts of other stuff in here, but you can get these at like Office Depot or Office Max, you know. I think it starts with a P, what these are called. Portfolio, like a Padfolio. I can't remember what this is called, but it's got everything in it. So, yeah, what's in here too? You got this, so you can keep, oh yeah, this was some old poems I did, and I had them printed up at Office Depot or Office Max in booklet form. The printing is too small to read, again, if I put that up on my read thing, but yeah, I've been giving these out to people for years now, and I've got newer stuff than this. Kind of didn't even know I had these in here. Alright, everybody, before I get off topic, we'll stick this in a typewriter video. So, y'all take care, have a good day, and if you get rocking on a typewriter like this, you know, if you're just looking for a couple of screws or something, you know, you can rob them off of another royal, because, like I said, that platen knob needed a screw here, and that's all I've robbed off it so far, but I don't think I'm going to find anything too weird. These Royal Arrows only had one magic margin release, unlike that Royal Futera, you know, he had one on each side. So here you've only got one to worry about to set your stuff. So that's pretty cool too. I kind of like that. All right, have a good day. Take care.